Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise to your feet for tonight's singing of the national anthem by Moore County's very own junior, Miss Bree Maxwell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night as our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And with that, we'd like to welcome everyone into the broadcast. Tonight we have got a unplanned, unscheduled radio broadcast of the Moore County Raiders against the Community Vikings. So tonight you'll see the scoreboard is unfortunately we were not here in time to set up any cameras. There was a JV game going and we didn't want to interfere with the players and the fans and so forth. So we'll be bringing you the call tonight, luckily. And getting the start on the mound for Moore County is going to be senior Gavin Wise. Now, he was the quarterback that unfortunately was injured in the very first game, ironically against Community, so he is healthy. He's ready to go, and he will be on the mound tonight to face Community, who comes into the contest at 0-2, so looking to get off the schneid. And the starting lineup for Community is going to be Joshua Powers batting first. He's in center field, along with number 10, Brody Armstrong. He's going to be at second base. Dylan Markham, the first baseman, will be batting third. Wes Haley will hold it down at third base, batting fourth. Isaiah Beach, the catcher, will be in the fifth spot. Mason Hill, the shortstop, batting sixth. Bryce Blanton in left field, batting seventh. Logan Reed, the right fielder slash DH, will be in the eighth spot. And Ty Wood will be batting ninth. He is on the mound tonight and gets the call for the Vikings. So Moore County just warming up a little bit. And it looks like I was already given incorrect information. So it looks like Taylor is the one on the mound for Moore County. So my apologies. So Cole Taylor, which, again, we saw him football-wise, took the opening kickoff to the house to start the scoring for the 2025 season. So we're ready to get things underway, and Powers steps in.
Number 8, Josh Powers.
So the righty is set. And here's the windup and the pitch from Taylor. And that one is low in the dirt. So Powers ahead in the count, 1-0. So Taylor is set. He's ready, and here's the delivery. Swung on, and that is a line out right too short. So Powers got a good look at that one, but unfortunately it was lined out to number 2, that being Colton Morey, which that name was very popular during the basketball season. So now up to the plate is Brody Armstrong. Taylor's set. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that one fouled off. As we are just underway here in the first, we have 1 out and the 0-1 count to Brody. So Armstrong digs in. Taylor's set, gets the sign. And here's the pitch. That one high and away. So it evens the count at 1 apiece. Again, Taylor is ready. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that one is going to be fouled back to the road. So he is in the hole now, 1-2. So 1 out. 1-2 pitch awaits Armstrong from Taylor. And that one in the dirt, going to even the count 2 apiece. So again, Josh Powers lines out to short. So 1 down here in the first. As again, Taylor's set, and here's the pitch. Did he go around the appeal? Yes, sir. So a strikeout as the home plate umpire appealed to the first base umpire, and he rung him up. So quickly 2 down. And batting in that third spot, the first baseman, Dylan Markham. So Taylor against Markham here. As Taylor is set, and here's the delivery. Strike 1. Watch that one go over the corner. So quickly 0-1. Taylor ahead in the count. He's got the signal. And here's the pitch. Takes that one for strike 2. So they look like they could possibly be outside, but Markham not wanting to chase. But both have been called against him. Setting up outside is the catcher, the 0-2. And that one comes back inside for ball 1. So the count goes 1-2. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Just underway as Markham digs in. Now Taylor's ready, and here's the pitch, and that one is way high. So that will even the count. So the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Taylor will take a minute, he'll step off the mound. And now Markham in the box. As he's ready, and here's the pitch. That one foul tip, so Markham will stay alive. As I was, again, given the incorrect roster from Moore County, so I have to get a few things updated as we go along. But I got the important ones right as we have community. So Markham's in the box as Taylor's ready. And here's the delivery. Swung on, and that one shot up in the middle, and he's not going to be able to get to that one. That is a single. So Markham is aboard. And that will leave things up to Wes Haley, the third baseman, batting in the cleanup spot. He's got a runner on, but he's got 2 outs.
Wes Haley.
So after falling behind in the count, 0-2, Markham was able to even the count and then battled one and got one to go up the middle for the single. So he's aboard. Here's the pitch to Haley. Swung on, and that is a chopper to short. The throw across is in time, and Haley is retired. So we've played half an inning. We had 4 up, 3 down, no score.
batting number 2.
So welcome back in.
Morey.
Bottom of the first. Colton Morey will start things off for Moore County as he is in the box. And Wood is ready to deliver the first pitch. And that one is high and away for ball 1. So Colton Morey, the one getting the start tonight at short, leading off for the Raiders as Wood is set for the second pitch, and that one inside. So Morey quickly ahead in the count 2-0. As Ty Wood is ready, he's got the signal, and here's the pitch. That one is strike 1. So benefit of the call may have been a tad high, but gets the call, and this count goes to 2-1. Wood is very quick to recover because he's ready for the pitch. Swung on, that one fouled off, so he fights his way back into the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So now let's see if Wood can come back and get Morey. So Wood is ready. And here's the delivery. Swung on, and that one fouled off by Morey, so he stays alive. Good pitch there. As the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the first, we are scoreless. As Wood is set, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one fouled off, and that's going to be back into the highway. As that is directly behind us here in Lynchburg. So Morey has fought off the last 2 pitches as he was ahead in the count 2-0, but Wood has battled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morey's set. Wood's ready, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one fouled off. That one over on the third base line. So Morey fighting him off. Wood trying to slip one past him as the pitch count has already gotten high here on the first batter. So Wood is set. The 2-2. Struck him out! Set him down after falling behind 2-0. He gets his man, and Morey is out.
Number 11, Cole Taylor.
So Taylor, the pitcher, will come up in the second spot, 1 down, as Morey has struck out. And Wood, the pitch. That one outside, taken for ball 1. Wish I had some previous stats to share with you. This was a sort of an unplanned broadcast, so we're going to go with what we have tonight as that one goes outside. So 2 balls, no strikes. As Wood fought back to get Morey, let's see if he can do the same magic against Taylor. Taylor set, and here's the pitch. Strike right on the corner there, so nice pitch as the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. So again, Taylor in the box, gets the sign. Wood set, here's the pitch. Strike 2 as that one was taken by Taylor. So just like the first batter, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And let's see what they elect to go with here. As Wood is set, the delivery, and that one low in the dirt. So the count goes to full. And one thing that we know Coach Gunn does not want is free passes, so let's see if Wood can get him here. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. And that one just outside, so he loses Taylor. They've got a runner aboard with the 1 out. So now in the third spot, the left fielder.
Number 9, Luke Stevens.
Number 9, Luke Stevens. As the runner gets his lead from first, that being Taylor, and now time is called. So Stevens will step out of the box. Now he's back in. He's set. As Beach gets the sign and gives it over to Wood, he's ready. As Stevens takes that one inside. So 1 ball, no strike. Runner aboard. There's 1 out as Morey struck out to lead it off for the Raiders here in the bottom of the first. So Wood set. Stevens is ready. The pitch. That one inside as well. So that will make the count 2-0. So each batter has had a 2-0 count before we've been able to get anything on them. So Wood, again, behind in the count. Let's see what he gives Stevens here on the third pitch. There goes the runner. Swung on, and that is a foul ball. So Taylor will have to go back to first as Stevens goes to 2-1. So he has followed suit with the first 2 batters. As Taylor takes the lead, and we know he has great speed. We saw that on the football field. There's the pitch, and it hits the batter, so Stevens will make his way to first. So now they have 2 runners aboard, just the single out, as the first baseman, number 18, Colby Williams, will come to the plate. So Wood in a little bit of a bind here in the first. Runners at first and second, 1 out, and what we wouldn't give for a double play ball right here. So Williams is set. Beach gives the sign. Wood's ready. And the pitch. Swung on, hit the third. Thrown over to second for 1, and that's all we're going to be able to get as the runner is going to score. That being, well, no. The umpire called time.
Now batting number 99.
As that one got away from the first baseman, so that is going to score Taylor. As Williams hits into officially the fielder's choice. So that will bring up Lyles with a runner at second, 2 down. So Lyles, the lefty, at the plate's got a runner in scoring possession. Wood is set, and there's the pitch. Strike right there. Nice delivery there by Wood as he's able to get ahead in the count for the first time tonight. As Lyles is set, and the pitch. That one low. So it evens the count at 1 apiece. So Taylor, the one that walked, is the one that has cost us thus far. He comes around to score as we have 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Wood's ready. He's got a runner aboard at second, the pitch. And that one outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Lyles trying to put something into play here to get his compatriot home. They lead at 1-0 here at the bottom of the first. And a throw back to second behind the runner and not in time. Nice thought by Beach, as Stevens didn't have that big of a lead. And a swing and a miss by Lyles. That will make it 3 balls, 2 strikes. So let's see if Wood can finish him off and get him here. As again, there is a runner in scoring position. Runner at second. Wood's ready. The full count, the pitch. Ring him up and sit him down! As Lyles takes the pitch. And we've recorded the 3rd out. So a little bit of damage has been done. One comes around to score. Raiders lead at 1-0. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything.
So the top of the second, and Beach will lead it off for the Vikings, as there's the pitch, and he takes that one low and away. So he's ahead in the count 1-0. Moore County leads it 1-0 as they were able to make community pay for the walk, as that was the lone run there in the first, as that one goes outside. So Beach ahead in the count 2-0 as the catcher looks to get things started here in the second. Morey the pitch, and that one lined back. So foul tip. And makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Isaiah Beach back in the box as Costello gets the sign. And now here's the windup and the pitch swung on. That one down the right field line, and that's going to fall in there. That's a fair ball as Beach will round first. He's going to round second. He's easily going to have third as there's not going to be any kind of throw. He does slide into third, but easily could have had a stand-up triple. And what a way to start the second. Isaiah Beach with the 3-bagger. So now batting in the 6th spot, nobody out as Beach leads off with that triple. And it will be Mason Hill, the shortstop. So Hill with a runner in scoring position, and let's see if he can get anything going here against Taylor. Taylor's set, and here's the pitch. And Hill's going to take that one for a strike. So Taylor ahead in the count 1-0. As Hill will dig in. Again, he's got a runner at third. And here's the pitch. Swung on, up the middle. No, cut off by, it's short, excuse me, as it will knock in the run on the fielder's choice. So an RBI for Hill.
Now batting number 0, Bryce Blanton.
So that will bring the left fielder Blanton to the plate as Beach was able to get home off the fielder's choice there from Hill, as that one is taken for a strike. So the Vikings able to even things up here in the top of the second as we're looking for more as Blanton steps in. Taylor set, and Costello gives him the sign to pitch. And that one fouled off as that one goes over towards the dugout. So trying to get things set up as there was a bat that was over to the left-hand side, but I think we've got that squared away as Blanton will step back in. As Costello gives the sign, Taylor's ready, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one down the first base line, but it's going to go foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. As Blanton will step back in there. He's set. Taylor's ready. And the delivery. And got him on a changeup. Swing and a miss. So Blanton will sit down for out number 2. As that will bring up the right fielder / DH number 11, Logan Reed. So we led off with a triple and then the fielder's choice and the strikeout. So 2 down here in the top of the second. As Reed comes to the plate, nobody aboard. Here's the pitch. Takes that changeup for a strike. As Taylor gets ahead Now he's set. Pitch number 2 goes in the dirt, so we'll even the count. So Logan Reed is really, you talk about crowding the plate. I've not seen this quite some time. He is way, way inside, almost touching the corner of the plate. So he's going to make Taylor go outside of him, or if he comes inside, it's going to have to be precise. As that one goes for a ball. And now Taylor is ready for the pitch, and that one down the middle, strike 3. Oh. Already had him down as 2 strikes. My apologies. Even the umpire rung him up like you would on a 3rd strike call. So the deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Taylor, the pitch swung on, and that one fouled off, so Reed will stay alive. So we'll sit back in there. We'll do it again. Again, there's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, but we were able to push across Beach, who opened the top of the 2nd with the triple, as Reed is in there, and the pitch from Taylor. And he got him on the off speed, so he'll set him down. That'll end the top of the 2nd. But we've scored 1. We've knotted things up at 1. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
So welcome back in, bottom of the 2nd, as Deal is going to lead it off. And again, I apologize. The starting lineup I was given has obviously a few mistakes in it. So Deal will lead us off here in the bottom of the 2nd. And that one fouled off as the first pitch was delivered there, so quickly in the hole 0-1. So Wood, for the first time tonight, gets ahead of the batter as Dill will dig in. And here's the pitch. That one outside, so it evens the count at 1. Again, our score knotted at 1 as we're here in the bottom of the 2nd. Sort of an unplanned broadcast, so this is audio only tonight. But if you're listening in, we appreciate it. Here's the pitch from Wood. Swung on and another foul ball. So Wood ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. As number 33, again, this is Jace Dill, the freshman. And swing and a miss, set him down. So Dill goes down swinging, and that is the 3rd strikeout of the night by Ty Wood. So excellent way to start off the bottom of the 2nd, as Stovall will be the man to bat in the 7th spot. So Stovall and Dill are the two that on my card that I was given were listed backwards, so no big deal there. So Stovall steps in, big cut there, but a swing and a miss. So again, Wood gets ahead of the batter, an 0-1 count. As Beach gives him the sign, Wood's ready. Stovall's in the box. And here's the delivery. Swung on, fouls that one off. He's quickly in the hole at 0-2. So Stovall back in. And now he's going to momentarily thought he was going to get out of the box, but now he's back in. He's set. Wood's ready. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So Wood sits down another, and that is the 4th strikeout of the evening. And we are only in the bottom of the 2nd.
Jose Garcia.
So Garcia steps in for Moore County. Already 2 outs. Both gentlemen have gone down swinging as Wood is set. And here's the pitch. And that one a little low. So Garcia ahead of the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom 2nd. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and he fouled that one off as that one was racing in on Garcia. Excellent pitch by Wood. So it evens the count at 1 apiece. Beach gives him the sign. Wood's ready. The 1-1 to Garcia. And that one high and away, as that is going to make the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Dill went down swinging. Stovall joined him on that effort. So now let's see if we can get Garcia. Wood is ready. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 2nd. We're tied at 1. Wood is ready. Garcia's ready. And here's the delivery. Swing and a miss! He struck him out! He struck out the side. Down go the Raiders. And we'll go to the 3rd. We're tied at 1. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
So welcome back in. About to get the
Now
top of the
batting
third
number
started
12, Ty
as
Wood.
Ty Wood will start things off as he was smoking hot in the bottom of the second off the mound, striking out the side. Now let's see if he can get aboard with a hit. There's the pitch, and that one high and away. He'll take it for ball one. So he's back in the box. Taylor's ready. And here's the pitch to Wood. Did he offer? So we've got 1 ball, 1 strike as he tried to hold up on the swing, and that one went around in the opinion of the home plate umpire. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Taylor's ready. Here's the pitch. And that one inside on Wood, gets away from the catcher, but no harm, no foul. So Wood is going to get back in there as Taylor gets the sign from Costello. And the delivery. That one called for a strike, but it looked high from here. So that'll even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So now Wood going to have to protect the plate as the umpire has a little bit of a extended strike zone, if you will. The pitch swung on, and that one is fouled off. So you can't blame Wood for offering, as you have to protect anything that's close. So again, we're in the top of the third, tied at 1. Second was led off with a triple by Beach. And we'd like to see a duplicate of that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Wood is back in there, the pitch from Taylor. Swung on, and that one hit down the third base line. Picked up, throw over, and it's a little high, but he gets it down on the bag for out number 1.
Now batting number 8, Josh Powers.
So we're back to the top of the order. As Powers, the center fielder, he lined out his first time at bat. Lined out to short, to be exact. So let's see if he can get a little revenge here on the second attempt against Taylor. Taylor's ready, and here's the pitch. That one inside, and it gets away from the catcher. So Powers ahead in the count. As I was looking at my notes, Stovall, a freshman, the one that is behind the plate now, so tough gig for anybody, but starting freshman is impressive. So Taylor's set. The pitch to Powers, and that one way away as that one hits the backstop. So 2 balls, no strikes, as Powers really hasn't been given anything to look at yet, as the first one was in the dirt and the other one was thrown somewhere near Shelbyville. So Powers back in there, the pitch. That one inside for a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. As Powers will step out of the box, he'll adjust the gloves, and now he's set. Stovall gets the signal, and Taylor, that pitch is fouled off. So credit to Taylor, he's fought back in this one, 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the first 2 offerings to Powers, looked like he was losing a little bit of control, but he has battled back. So let's see who's going to win this one. Taylor's ready, Powers in the box. And the pitch swung on, that one to short, and that one is fielded cleanly. The throw over is in time, so 2 down here in the third.
Now batting number 10, Brody Armstrong.
So Armstrong back to the plate. As his first time up, he struck out swinging. And here's the pitch from Taylor. And that one right down the gut. Takes that one for strike 1. As we've got 2 outs here in the top of the third. Taylor's ready. The pitch swung on, and that one's going to fall down in there for a base hit as he put that one directly up the middle, and it falls into center. So Armstrong is aboard with 2 down.
Now batting number 13, Dylan Markham.
So Markham was able to get a single his first time up. So let's see if he can move Mr. Armstrong further down the path as Taylor's got the sign. Markham steps in, and now they're going to throw over, and did they look like they had an opportunity to pick him off at first. But luckily Armstrong was able to get back over there, had a huge lead, as now this lead is a little bit more conservative. Taylor looks over. Of course, Taylor being the lefty has an advantage as far as slinging it over to first. The pitch to home and swing and a miss. Took a little bit off of that one as Markham was ahead. So again, a runner at first. We've got 2 outs as Markham looking for his second base hit of the night. As they check the runner to first. And now Stovall gives the sign. Taylor's set. Markham's ready. And the pitch. And another off speed, but it's fouled off by Markham. So there's no balls, 2 strikes. As Armstrong takes his lead at first. Taylor's ready, looks over, and now the delivery. Swung on and struck him out. So Markham goes down swinging, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the third. We're tied at 1. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Now batting.
So welcome back in, bottom of the
Jalen
third,
Hill.
as we are tied at 1 here in Lynchburg. As number 1, the sophomore Braylon Hill will step in. As Wood was able to retire the side last inning with 3 strikeouts, and that one is fouled off. So Wood quickly ahead in the count, 0-1. As hopefully Wood can continue on this tear. He has struck out 5 already this evening. As Beach gives him the sign, he's set, and here's the pitch. That one outside and low. So it evens the count at 1 apiece. We are in the bottom of the third, and this is just the first at bat for Hill. So a good sign there for the Vikings as that one swung on, popped it up. should be caught at third, and indeed it is. So a good catch made out there by Wes Haley. So one retired here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting number 2, Colton Morey.
So back to the top of the order. So Morey batting second here in the third inning as he struck out his first time to the plate. As Wood is set. And here's the pitch. That one taken for a strike. So the count 0-1 as Wood is ready for the second delivery. And the pitch to Morey. That one outside. It'll even the count at 1 apiece. One out here in the bottom of the third as the pitch swung on, and that one fouled off by Morey, so he's in the hole here 1-2. As we'll see if Wood can finish him off for a second time. Again, Colton Morey struck out to lead off the game in the first inning. So let's see if we can sit him down for a second time. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a little chopper to second. Filled it cleanly. Here's the throw over. Yes, sir. So Morey goes down as an excellent ball fielded there by the second baseman, Armstrong. So quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
Number 11, Cole Taylor.
So Taylor will step to the plate. He walked the first time up, and he is the representative, the only run scored by Moore County thus far. Taylor the pitch. That one outside. So Taylor ahead in the count 1-0. Quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Taylor the pitch. Swung on. That one fouled off. So that'll even the count at 1 apiece. So Taylor will step back in. And Beach gives the sign. Wood is ready. The 1-1. And that one lined right back at me. I would have had it. As that one's fouled off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So let's see if Ty Wood can set him down. And we'll go 3 up, 3 down again here in the third. Beach gives him the signal. Has the glove up there high. Let's see if he shoots for it. And that one way outside. Just trying to see maybe if Taylor would give chase on some junk. So the deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Taylor is ready, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! He struck him out. So 3 up, 3 down. Go the Moore County Raiders once again. 2 innings in a row. We've faced 6, and 6 have sat. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Top of the fourth, Wes Haley, the third baseman, going to start us off. He hit into fielder's choice his first time up. That one goes inside. Would have hit him, but luckily he gets out of the box. So he's ahead in the count, 1-0. So Haley's ready. Taylor's ready. The pitch. Swung on, and he ropes that one foul as it's going to go down the left field line. So it evens the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Haley's back in there. Taylor gets the sign from Stovall. And the pitch. Fights that one off. As that one's fouled off and goes what probably would have been a ball, but able to get enough on it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Haley will step back in there. Again, he made contact in the first. Hit into that fielder's choice. The pitch. Off speed. He's able to fight it off, waited on it, hit it down to the shortstop. The throw over is offline, so he is going to reach. I'm going to call that an error. So we've got a runner aboard.
Number 3, Isaiah Beach.
As Maury, the shortstop, was able to field it for Moore County cleanly, but hurried the throw and was wide of the mark. So Haley is aboard. And Beach was the big threat. He had the triple earlier in the contest as he takes that one as a ball. So 1 on, and the catcher is ahead in the count, 1-0. Stovall gives him the sign. Taylor's ready. Runner has his lead. They'll throw back over to first. But it was not close. So Haley's still aboard for the Vikings. And that is the thought it was the first one to go, and yes, indeed, he is going to go. Here's the throw down to second. It was not even close. He didn't even have to slide as Haley able to take second. So Haley with the stolen base. So now a runner in scoring position for Beach. Let's see what he's able to do with it here. As another big lead by Haley at second. Taylor looks back at him, but now the throw to the plate, and that one's in there for a strike. So Beach now back in the box as Haley will take the lead at second. Taylor set, looks back, still looking back. Now the throw to home, and that one was going to try to be a bunt lay down that first base line, but it goes foul. So now Beach behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or excuse me, there's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to glance over at the scoreboard to get a little bit of help, but they are not keeping up with it. So my apologies. Didn't have it written down correctly. Haley, the lead is second. They'll throw back, and he throws into center field, and the runner will not be able to advance. So Haley will stay at second as that ball goes into center. So another error by Moore County, but this one does not cost them. As we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beach back in there. As Haley will take the lead from second. Big lead now. Taylor to throw home, and that one is wide of the mark, as that was way outside and high. So a full count awaits Beach with a runner in scoring position. As Haley will take another big lead as the shortstop going to sneak in behind him. They're not going to throw over, though, and that one is strike 3 called on the inside corner. So on the full count, Beach goes down.
Now batting number 21, Mason Hill.
So 1 out, and Haley standing at second as Hill will step to the plate. He was able to reach on an error and then was able to swipe a bag, so that's how Haley stands at second base. Hill in the box. Taylor's ready. The pitch home. Strike one. A little off speed given there to Hill. So quickly back in the box. Haley with the big lead, and Haley's going to go. Here's the throw to third. No, sir. He could not come up with it. So another stolen bag by Wes Haley. He's got 2 now. As Hill will step back in the box with the count even at 1. And the pitch to Hill. That one taken for a strike. So 1 out here in the top of the 4th. As Taylor's ready, Hill's back in the box. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one is foul down the right field line. So Haley will go back to third. As they get the ball into play, but now they're going to throw it out and use a new one. So Taylor's got one as the count goes to 1-2. Hill's in the box. Taylor's ready. Runner at third. And here's the pitch. And taken high by Hill. Good look by that young man. As we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes. Only 1 out. Runner at third is Haley. Hill's back in the box. Taylor's ready, and here's the pitch. That one taken high. So high and away, and that will make it a full count. So Taylor against Hill with a runner at third. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor's set. And here's the payoff pitch. Strike 3 as Hill is rung up. Thought it looked a little low, but Hill goes down. So 2 down and a runner still at third.
Now batting number
So can
0,
Bryce Blanton, the left fielder, can he get him home? He struck out his first plate appearance. So let's not strand Haley over there. Blanton set. Here's the pitch from Taylor. Swung on, and that's a foul ball. So quickly in the hole, 0-1. We're here in the top of the 4th. Haley reached on the error, then was able to swipe second and third. So that's where we stand as we have 2 outs. Blanton's in the box. Stovall gives him the sign. Taylor's set. And here's the pitch. And a late offering by Blanton. So in the hole, 2 strikes. So let's see what Taylor gives him here with no balls, 2 strikes. See if he'll get him to chase something low and away. We shall see the pitch. That one high. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the Vikings desperately trying to get the runner home. Wes Haley over there at third. Blanton just needs to get this one in play. Here's the pitch. And that one taken as a ball, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Blanton has fought his way back into this one. As the count is even. Taylor gets the sign. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, so we'll strand the runner at third. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th when we come back. We're tied at 1. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
So, welcome back in. We're in the bottom of the fourth here in Lynchburg, Tennessee, where we are tied at 1. Stevens will lead it off, as this was a little bit of a unplanned broadcast. That's why this is audio only. It was at the last minute. But we were able to make it over here in time to set up equipment, at least give you the audio feed of this one. And if you're joining us tonight, we do appreciate it. So Stevens will lead it off. He was hit his first time up. That's how he was able to get aboard, as he fouls that one off, so he's quickly in the hole, 0-1. So Wood is ready. Stevens is in, and here's the pitch. And that one taken high. So that'll even the count at 1 apiece. Again, Stevens hit his first plate appearance in the first, but then later on was out on a fielder's choice. So here's the delivery, and that one taken for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, as Tyler Wood finds himself ahead in the count here. As Beach will get the sign, relays it to Wood, and here's the pitch. Struck him out, set him down, as Stevens goes down looking. So 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth, as Colby Williams will make his second appearance tonight. And he indeed did hit into the fielder's choice his first time up. So he steps to the plate, 0-1. Let's see what he can do on this second time around, as Wood is set, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one slapped to second, as it's a slow roller, and unfortunately I could not see it, how it was handled, as I was directly behind the catcher and the umpire there. So got a runner aboard.
Number 99, Deacon.
Not sure if that was an error or what, as again, I apologize, couldn't see it from my viewpoint. So we got a runner aboard, and that'll bring up Deacon Lyles. He struck out his first plate appearance. So a runner aboard, he'll take his lead. And the pitch. Swung on, and that one hit to third. Throw to second, got him. Play at first, and that one thrown off the mark, as Lyles able to hit into that fielder's choice.
Now batting number 30.
So Williams out at second.
Deal.
And again, Lyles will reach. We'll give him the fielder's choice, as I don't believe that was an error at first. I think it was late, so a runner aboard. And Dill to the plate. He struck out his first time, as he struck out back in the second. That one outside. So Dill ahead of the count, 1-0. Lyles at first. Would not think, based on what I saw during the football season, that Lyles would be a threat to take second, but you never know. As there's the pitch from Wood, and that one a strike down the gut. So Wood is ready. Lyles takes his lead at first, and there's the pitch swung on. That's a foul ball. Out of play. So 2 strikes on Dill, as again he struck out back in the second. And we'll see if Wood gives him anything legitimate here on the 1-2 count. And here's the pitch. Swung on, slaps that one to left. That's going to fall in there for a base hit as Lyles is able to reach second. So Dill is aboard and has the single, and that will again move Lyles over to second. So runners at first and second as
Now
Garcia.
Number 0, Ryland Stovall.
Or excuse me. Again, and Lyles took third, although my apologies. I thought play had stopped. The umpire shaking his head no. So Lyles was able to sneak over to third, even though I thought play was dead. Guess it wasn't. So runners at the corner, because I had looked down to correct the card here, as that one inside for ball one. So Lyles has reached over to third. And Deal, of course, over at first. Stovall, the batter, struck out his first plate appearance. So runners at the corners as Wood will step off the rubber, check the runner at first. So again, Stovall in the box. Wood's ready. And here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. So the game tied at 1. Bottom of the 4th. And there goes the runner. Swung on, and that's a foul ball. So Stovall with 2 strikes on him now as the runner will have to return to first. So again, 1 runner in scoring position, that being Lyles at third. And Stovall desperate to get some contact on it to get his compatriot home. Runners at the corners. And there goes the runner for second. They've got him picked off early. And will it cost us tagged out at second. As again, my vision was blocked, but we get the tag, get the out, and we get out of the jam. So we've played 4 here in Lynchburg. We're still tied at 1. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Now batting number 11, Logan Reed.
So we're in the top of the fifth. Reed will lead it off. He struck out his first plate appearance. That was back in the second. Taylor's still in there for Moore County as the game is tied at 1, and here's the pitch. And that one gets away from the catcher as it hits the backstop as Reed will take ball 1. So last inning, Community with a runner at third that was stranded. Now Moore County's had one stranded at third. So we're even apiece on that one as that ball goes high as Reed is ahead of the count 2-0. As Stovall gets the sign, relays it to Taylor. And the pitch swung on. That one fouled off as Reed, I thought, was going to call for timeout, but was able to not get it in time. So 2 balls, 1 strike as Reed will get back in the box. And Taylor's ready. And the pitch. And that one taken for a strike. As we are here in the top of the fifth, tied at 1. As Taylor is set, Reed's ready, and here's the pitch. And that one taken for a strike right down the gut, so Reed will sit down. That's his second strikeout of the evening.
Now batting number 12.
As Wood will come to the plate.
Wood.
So Wood has pitched extremely well tonight. And the first time at the plate, he was able to reach first, but was out at second. So Wood's in there, and here's the pitch. And that one inside, it's also low and in the dirt. So that one taken for a ball as he's ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Cole Taylor, and gets that one to go for a strike as Taylor evens it at 1 apiece. So Reed struck out to lead the inning off, and now Wood takes that one high as he's ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the fifth. Taylor to the pitch. Swung on, that one fouled off as it's going to go out of play. So that will even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Taylor's battled back in this head-to-head position as Wood is now back in the box. Taylor gets the sign from Stovall. And here's the delivery. That one inside. So good take there by Wood. As we've got the full count, and we'd love to get a base runner on. Wood's back in the box. Taylor set, and here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, and that one is going to fall in there. Yes, sir. Had to wait and see if the second baseman was going to come up with it. But that one was hit beyond the reach of Costello, I believe, is the one out at second.
Now batting number 8, Josh Powers.
So Powers with a runner aboard as Wood gets the single. And Powers lined out the first time and then had a ground out to short. So both times Powers has gone to that left side of the infield. So 0-2 on the night would be the perfect time to get his first hit. Wood takes his lead over at first. Powers is in the box. Taylor's set. And now throws back over. That's a second throw over. So he really must think Wood is a threat over there at first. Top of the fifth, tied at 1. As Josh Powers is back in the box, and the pitch. Out and a strike. as Taylor gets the fastball across. Again, Wood over at first. Reached on the little blooper that was beyond the second baseman. As now Wood is set, Taylor's ready, and the delivery. And that one way high. So Powers will step back in as Wood takes the lead at first. Taylor gets the sign and the pitch home, and that one is fouled by Powers. So that one's straight back and up over the netting. So momentarily we'll have to stop to give the umpire a few more baseballs to work with, as we've had several foul balls tonight. It's souvenir night here at the ballpark. Unfortunately, you don't get to keep them. You just get to run them down and bring them back. So again, tied at 1 here in the 5th, as we've got a runner aboard. That in the form of Tyler Wood at first. Powers back in the box. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and again he ropes one out of play, as that one's going to go over to the nursing home. So another ball to hunt for over there, as we still stand in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Powers 0 for 2 on the night. He's set, he's ready, and the pitch from Taylor. That one inside, gets away from him, so Wood is going to be able to take second standing up. So Wood in scoring position, as Josh Powers has a prime opportunity. Be a great time to find the gap. And now they're going to call for time, as Stovall's going to go out and talk to Cole Taylor. So a meeting at the mound. And meanwhile, Coach Gunn I thought he was going to have time to talk to Powers. Unfortunately, short meeting as the umpire shoos him along. So we'll get things back underway, as Powers is now in the box. Wood at second. Stovall's got the sign. Gives it off to Taylor. Taylor's ready. Checks the runner. And now Powers was going to call for time. Was able to foul it off and stay alive. But the umpire was not going to grant it, as it may have been late. It was close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As again, Wood takes the lead at second. Taylor looks back. No one covering. And the pitch to Powers. Off speed, and an excellent job by the senior to wait on that one and get just enough of it. He fights it off. So Powers knew what Taylor was going to bring him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. We've only got 1 out. That was Reed earlier in the inning. As now Powers is going to call for time. So he'll adjust the batting gloves. He's back in there. Again, Wood will take the lead. Taylor's set. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's a bouncer. It's going to go to short. And the throw, and it's got Powers out at first, but it advances the runner to third. So Powers out on the fielder's choice. But again, it does get Wood over to third.
Brody Armstrong.
So the second baseman, Brody Armstrong, struck out in the first. He was able to reach on a single back in the third. And now a timeout going to be called as a visit to the mound, as head coach Randy Morey will talk to his team and see what they prefer to do here with a runner in scoring position. Again, a runner at third, that being Ty Wood. He reached on a single, then was able to take second after a ball got past the catcher, and then able to reach third now on the fielder's choice by Josh Powers. So 2 down here in the 5th, as Coach Gunn able to meet with a few off to the left here, and finally the timeout is over. So Morey will go back to the dugout, see what he's come up with his team, as Taylor's still in the circle. And Brody Armstrong could get himself an RBI here. The pitch, and off speed and swing and a miss. So Armstrong out ahead of that one and finds himself falling behind 0-1. Again, Tyler Wood, the pitcher for the Vikings, over at third. And the delivery swung on, and a little chopper, and a throw to first. Gets past him, and a run's going to score. So Wood's able to come down, an errant throw at first. And Brody Armstrong finds himself standing at second. So we'll take it any way we can get it as Wood scores and Community leads it 2-1.
Now batting number 13, Dylan Markham.
So Markham to the plate, struck out in the third, singled back in the first, and he's got an opportunity with a runner at second. Here's the pitch, and that one outside takes it ball one. So he's got Armstrong at second. Taylor's ready. Looks back at second, and now the delivery. Swung on, ropes it into right field. That's going to fall. And that will put runners at the corners. So excellent hit there by Markham. That is his second single of the night.
Now batting number 6, Wes Haley.
So Armstrong at third, Markham at first, and Haley to the plate as he was able to reach on an error back in the fourth and then had two swiped bags before he was stranded at third when the fourth came to a close. So runners at the corners, 2 outs for the Vikings. Taylor's set. And here's the pitch to Haley. Swing and a miss. Well, he may have got a piece of it there. But regardless, it is strike one. So the Vikings have picked up a run here in the fifth. We'd like to add to it as Taylor brings it home, and there's one. That's going to be a base hit. Gets past the first baseman. Lyles, even to be honest, it was hit past him so quickly he didn't have an opportunity to field it. So Haley gets the single. Markham's over to second. Armstrong scores, and it's 3-1. Good guys.
Number 3, Isaiah Beach.
So Beach will come to the plate. He has reached on he struck out back in the fourth, had the triple back in the second. Has a runner in scoring position, runners at first and second, as Taylor's got himself in a little bit of a bind here in the fifth. There are 2 outs, however. The pitch, swing and a miss. So Markham at second, Haley's at first, and Beach trying to bring another one across. Taylor's set, and here's the pitch. That one off speed, couldn't get it to go across though. So it evens the count at 1 apiece. First and second for the Vikings. Taylor the pitch. And that one called a strike. I'll put the emphasis on called a strike, as that one was inside and looked a little low. So Beach will step back in there with 2 runners aboard, 2 outs. Can we do any more damage here in the fifth? And now stepping out of the box is Isaiah. And now he's back in. Again, runners at first and second. Taylor set, gets the sign from Stovall. The runners take their leads. And here's the pitch from Taylor. That one gets away from the catcher, and that's going to advance both runners. So Markham will head over to third. Haley will take second. And Beach could really do some damage to the Raiders now, as he has two runners in scoring position with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor's ready, and here's the pitch. That one inside, so that will make it a full count. So let's see what Taylor comes up with, as again, he's lost a little bit of control here in the 5th. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Swung on, slapped to short, and the throw to first, it's in time, and it retires the side. So we strand 2, but we do get a couple across. The good guys lead at 3-1. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
Welcome back in. Bottom of the 5th, Stovall will lead it off, as he was actually at the plate back in the 4th inning. But because of the out along the base paths, he'll get a second stab at it. So we'll start off the bottom of the 5th with Stovall leading it off, and he'll foul that one back. So quickly in the hole, 0-1. So Ty Wood still in there battling for community, as that one is slapped to third. Picked up. Here's the throw across the diamond, and an errant throw, but the tag, yes, sir! It was in time. Excellent play there by number 13, that being Dylan Markham, as it was slung across the diamond by Haley, and that throw was a little off the mark, but good job by Markham to make the catch, make the tag, and we've got 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. So Garcia will be the batter from Moore County, as he takes that one strike 1. Garcia struck out his only other time at the plate. That was back in the 2nd, as he was part of the 3 that went down in the 2nd, as we had 3 strikeouts in a row by Wood. He's ahead in the count to Garcia. And now Garcia got a call for timeout as he backs out of the box. So he steps back in. Wood's ready. And here's the pitch. And that one away, taken for a ball. So the sophomore, Jose Garcia's got the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Steps back in the box. And the pitch. Strike inside. So finds himself behind now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the 5th, as Stovall was retired at first. Garcia set. Wood is ready. And now a time called by Garcia as he'll back out of the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th here in Lynchburg. Wood is ready, and here's the delivery. Strike 3, set him down. So Garcia strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. So quickly, 2 outs here in the 5th.
1, Braylon Hill.
So Braylon Hill will come on. He popped out his first time. So we'd love to go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Stovall out at first. Garcia, the strikeout. And Wood against Hill. The pitch swung on, and that's a chopper. It's going to go foul. So that one down the third base line, but couldn't stay between the lines. So Hill behind at the count, 0-1. Wood is back on the mound. He's ready. Hill in the box. He's got the sign from Beach. The delivery to the plate. And that one outside, as that one looked close. Beach did a good job of trying to frame that one, but the umpire gives him the pat on the back. Guess he was saying good try, but didn't fool me. Wood set, and that one goes high. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs already here in the bottom of the 5th as Moore County trails 3-1. The pitch from Wood. That one inside. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Hill playing with house money. We'll see what he gets here from Tyler Wood with 2 outs. The pitch. That one inside, and Hill will find his way down to first on the walk, as that is only the, looking back, that is the first walk of the night delivered. So we're back to the top of the order as Coach Gunn will take a visit to the mound. So a runner aboard as the tying run would come to the plate. So bottom of the 5th, 3-1, Community leads it. As Coach Gunn will exit the meeting at the mound. As again, we are back to the top of the order for Moore County. Colton Morey, the
Now
shortstop,
batting
will
number 2, Colton
get in the box. He has struck
Morey.
out, and he was also out at second earlier in the contest. So again, we're in the 5th, 2 outs. Runner at first, courtesy of the walk by Hill. So Morey in the box, and here's the pitch from Wood. Strike 1. So Morey in the hole, 0-1, as he does represent the tying run, as Community leads at 3-1. Wood looks over to first, and now a timeout going to be called by Morey as he's going to back out of the box. So Morey does technically have a hit on the night. He tried to string it out into a double back in the third. He was gunned down at second. So again, we're here in the fifth. Runner aboard at first, that being Braylon Hill, as Wood is ready. And he'll check the runner at first, throws over. And Markham waited, but Hill able to have enough patience there that he waits till Markham throws it back over. So now Wood with it, and the delivery to home, and hits Morey square in the back. So that'll put runners at first and second, and now the go-ahead run will come to the plate, as that will be in the form of Cole Taylor, the pitcher.
Now batting number 11, Cole Taylor.
So they've got a runner at second, that being Hill, and then Morey is aboard as he is hit by a pitch. So both of the runners that are aboard have not earned their spots, as Taylor could put a world of hurt here on Community, and now a timeout called by Beach as he's going to go out to the mound. So he'll have a quick meeting with Tyler Wood, as the inning was going along fabulously. Stovall was out at first on a tag by Markham, and then the strikeout by Garcia. But Moore County's been able to battle back here in the bottom of the fifth, as now they have two runners aboard, but really not to their credit, as we've had a walk and a hit by pitch. That one outside. So Taylor ahead in the count. And we just need to put this one in play, get this third out, and get out of this bind. Taylor's ready. Runners at first and second. They take their leads. The pitch. And that one's thrown down to second, and keeping the tag on him, but did not. And the pitch, meanwhile, was called a ball, even though it looked really close. And now the umpire is signaling that he did indeed call it a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. So now, again, runners at first and second, and a 2-0 count to Cole Taylor. Wood is ready, and here's the delivery. Strike on the outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike, as Wood trying to battle back. And 1 out would get us out of the jam. 1 runner in scoring position. A pitch swung on, and that one popped up. Will it stay in play? It's down the third base line. Yes, sir. As the catch is made there at third, that being by Wes Haley, and it retires the side. So they strand 2. They pick up nothing. We go to the 6th. Good Guys lead at 3-1. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal
Sixth
Now
inning
batting
action
number
here. We'll start off
21,
with number
Mason
21, that
Hill.
being Mason Hill. And he has hit into a fielder's choice tonight, also struck out back in the fourth. Meanwhile, a new pitcher for Moore County, that being number 32, Carter Zerhusen. And that one slapped by Hill, and that is caught by the left fielder as Hill just got a little too much underneath that one, and he's out for the first out here in the sixth. So one down, Bryce Blanton will step in as Zerhusen is in for Taylor. And here's the pitch. That one way outside, low and away in the dirt. As Blanton ahead in the count, struck out back in the second, also struck out back in the fourth. So Blanton on the night 0 for 2. So looking to get out, break out with his first hit here. The pitch, that one inside. So quickly ahead in the count. As he takes his time outside the box. As Zerhusen is ready. And now Blanton steps in. He gets the sign from Stovall. He's ready, and here's the pitch. Swung on, that one fouled off. So 2 balls, 1 strike. As Community leads it 3-1. Able to push 2 across back in the fifth. Scored our first run back in the second. As we need a little more insurance as we continue on here. So Blanton back in the box, and here's the delivery. Swung on, swing and a miss. So that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As again, Blanton 0 for 2. And the pitch takes that one outside. So that will make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Blanton steps back in. Zerhusen is ready. Stovall gives him the sign. And Blanton's going to call timeout. Figured he would. That was a lengthy non-exchange there. It was a little bit of a stare down. So Zerhusen was taking his time, and Blanton's getting a little uncomfortable, stepped out, but now he's back in the box. And here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So the third time tonight that Blanton has gone down. As we now have 2 outs,
Now
and
batting
Logan
number
Reed will
11,
step to the plate.
Logan Reed.
He, like Blanton, tough night at the plate, struck out back in the second, and also struck out to start off the fifth. So 2 down here in the top of the sixth. The pitch, and that one low and away. So Logan finds himself ahead in the count. As Erhusen has come on here in the 6th in place of Taylor, who lasted 5. And that one goes inside. Count goes to 2-0. Reed steps back in. Stovall relays the signal, and here's the pitch. Swung on, slaps that one into left, and that's going to be down for a base hit. And he didn't come up with it cleanly, but Reed going to have to be content with the single, and we'll take it. As now that will bring up Wood, who scored back in the 5th as he singled his last time up. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a rally going here. With 2 down, runner at first and the pitcher at the plate. Verhusen puts Albin across for a strike. So ahead in the count on Wood. Again, Reed at first. Add the single into left. Gets the lead. Here's the pitch. And that one a strike. As Wood is in the hole here, 0-2. So 2 strikes on the community pitcher. As Reed will take his lead from first. Now they'll check him. He's back in plenty of time. As Ty Wood will get back into the box. As Verhusen is ready. Reed takes his lead, and there goes Reed. That one low in the dirt, and the catcher can't come up with it cleanly, so Stovall had no throw down. Reed takes second, and we have a runner in scoring position with 2 down. So again, 2 outs, but now Logan Reed standing at second, and Stovall's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. As to be fair to Stovall, that one was low in the dirt. He was really going to have to hustle to come up with that one and even make a throw down on Reed. I don't believe even if he would have fielded it cleanly, I don't know that he would have gotten him. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner now at second. Reed takes the lead. So who's in the pitch? And that one high. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Wood will step back in there. Zerhusen looks back at second. Reed, big lead, swung on, and that one fouled off. So Wood battling at the plate as he stays alive and knocks that one down to our left here. So again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Reed takes his lead from second. Nobody currently there checking him. As Verhusen looks back, now delivers, and that one fouled off as that one was inside, sort of jammed Wood a little bit, but was able to fight it off. As again, Stovall will make another trip to the mound. So Community leads it 3-1. Looking to add to it. As Logan Reed is the runner in scoring position over there at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Tyler Wood. Zerhusen brings it home, and that one way high. So good job by Tyler Wood, who has fought this thing all the way to a full count. So he'll step back in there. Zerhusen's got the sign. Reed awfully jumpy at second. There's the pitch, and that one is roped down the third base line into the outfield. Actually, the left field line, I should say, as it just went foul. So Reed will make his way back to second. We'll do it all over again. as Tyler Wood has really fought during this at-bat. So Zerhusen has it. He's got the sign, and here's the pitch. And that one is outside. Take your base, sir. So Wood will walk on down. So now we've got runners at first and second. Back to the top of the order, Josh Powers, who had a nice slap at one back in the
Now
fifth.
batting number 8, Josh.
But it resulted in the fielder's choice. And now Coach Morey is going to walk out to the mound. And we'll see if this will just be a meeting. I cannot see off to my left if anyone was warming up down there. But I'm assuming this is a visit just to calm them down and try to get out of the jams. Zerhusen came in here in the sixth in relief of the starting pitcher, Cole Taylor, and thought he was going to make easy work of the Vikings here in the sixth. He started out, Mason Hill was out at first, and Blanton struck out. But since then, ran into a little bit of a jam. We've got runners now at first and second, that being Reed and Wood, and Powers at the top of the order, waiting and biting at the chomp to get a chance here. 2 outs, the pitch. And that one is low. So Powers ahead in the count, 1-0. Again, 3-1 the score. Vikings lead it. They scored 2 back in the fifth and 1 in the second. Is that pitch to Powers deep to left? And he's underneath it, and it is caught for out number 3. So we strand 2 as Powers flies out to left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1. Good guys. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Bottom of the 6th, and Maddox Thompson going to come on in relief of Wood, who only gave up 1 run tonight. So beautiful job by Tyler Wood thus far as he calls it a night and hands it over to Maddox Thompson. So Thompson will face Stevens, who struck out his last time up, and there's the pitch, and that one a little off the mark as it goes off to the backstop. Stevens struck out back in the fourth, and then he was hit in the back, so was able to get aboard in the opening inning. So here we are in the in the bottom of the sixth. Stevens, the pitch, swinging a miss as Thompson gets that one past him. So that will even the count at 1 apiece. So due up here, the heart of the order for the Raiders in the sixth, Stevens, Williams, and Lyles. The pitch from Thompson takes some off of it, sneaks that one in there for strike 2. So a beautiful pitch there by Thompson, who may have Stevens a little confused here as he'll step back in the box with a count of 1-2. Thompson's got the sign, and here's the pitch. And that one's low and away. Stevens does not chase. So that will even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moore County trails 3-1 here in the bottom of the sixth here in Lynchburg. Thompson, the pitch, and that one gets away from Beach as that one's a ball inside. So let's not let this one get away from us as Thompson's got him in the full count. Luke Stevens will get back in the box. And Beach relays the sign. Thompson's got it. And the payoff pitch. Swung on. That's a chopper to short. Fielded by Hill. He'll sling it across. Yes, sir. It's in time for out number 1 here in the sixth. So Thompson does a good job of battling there
Number 18,
as Williams will come to the plate. He's singled back in the fourth, got a fielder's choice back in the first. So 1 out of 2 thus far as he gets his third plate appearance. And the pitch from Thompson, and that one's going to be called a ball. As Williams will quickly step back in there. And Thompson's ready. And here's the pitch. That one deemed outside by the home plate umpire. So 2 balls, no strikes here on Colby Williams, the first baseman. 1 out here in the sixth. Raiders trail by 2. Thompson, the pitch, and that one inside and low. So 3 balls here on Williams, playing with house money. Let's see if we give him something right down the chute. And that one fouled off. So the count goes to 3-1. It'd be nice if we could fight back here and get Williams out. As again, he's been on base twice tonight. Had the fielder's choice back in the first and had the single back in the fourth. Bottom of the sixth, Thompson the pitch. Swung on, and he slaps that one into the outfield. That's going to go into the gap. As a good job by Powers in center. And that will hold him to just a single. So Williams aboard for the third time tonight. And Deacon Lyles will step to the plate. He struck out back in the first, had a fielder's choice in the fourth, got all the way to third before we were able to retire the side and get out of the jam in the fourth. That's when Moore County stranded 2. So 1 out here in the sixth. Thompson the pitch. And an offering, sort of lackadaisical by Lyles. So 1 strike against him with a runner aboard at first, that being in the form of Colby Williams. Lyles gets Thompson. Thompson checks the runner at first. Now the pitch, and that one outside. Well, like it could have been a little bit of a pitch out, but I don't know how much of a threat Williams is over there at first. The pitch from Thompson, that one high. So it quickly goes to 2-1. As Thompson's gotten behind every batter thus far in the inning. Runner takes his lead at first. Thompson's ready, and here's the delivery. That one high and outside. once more. So maybe a different look coming from the lefty Lyles as he's back in the box. And Thompson with a 3-ball, 1-strike count. The pitch. And that one, again, high and away. So Lyles is aboard with the walk. So now they have runners at first and second. And Dill will step to the plate. He struck out back in the second and then
Now
was
batting
forced out
number 33,
back in the
Chase
fourth at
Dill.
second, as Coach Gunn will have a meeting at the mound. And Thompson has struggled a little bit here in the sixth, trying to find the strike zone. We do have the one out as Stevens was gunned out by Hill to start off the inning. But then Williams was able to get on with a single, and he now stands at second. Meanwhile, Lyles took the walk, so he's at first. So 2 runners on, and the go-ahead run about to come to the plate. Again, Dill will be the batter. He is 1 for 2 on the night as the little powwow is over with. So I believe we're ready for play. Runners at first and second. Dill will stand in there again. Another lefty facing Thompson. As Thompson is in there. Dill's in the box. Looks back at the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That one a little low in the dirt. And Dill ahead in the count 1-0. Now Thompson is ready. Runners at first and second. The pitch, and that one slapped to second. And the throw over to first is in time. So runners advance to second and third on the fielder's choice. So Williams takes third. Lyles is over to second. Again, Dill hits into that fielder's choice. So 2 down here in the sixth. As Stovall will step to the plate.
Now batting number 0, Rylan Stovall.
So Stovall 0 for 2 on the night. Struck out back in the second. Out at first on a grounder back in the fifth. The pitch from Thompson. And that one is low and away. So Stovall ahead in the count 1-0. Two down, but 2 in scoring position here in the bottom of the sixth. The pitch from Thompson, and that one gets away from Beach, but luckily goes off to the left. Good job of recovering by that young man, as the runners have to stay put. So let's see if Thompson can regain a little bit of control here. As Stovall back in the box. Thompson's got the signal. And here's the pitch. And that one's high. So Stovall takes that one for a ball. As the count goes to 3-0. And with 2 outs, you do have some place to put him, as first base is vacant. Here's the pitch. And that one down the pipe, as Stovall was taking all the way. But Thompson able to find the mark. So the count goes to 3-1. Stovall back in the box. Runners at second and third. The pitch from Thompson. Swung on, popped up, center field. Powers back to get it. And yes, sir. That retires the side. Moore County strands 2. We go to the 7th. 3-1, purple and gold.
So Sudbury, located at 617 Parson Road in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is your one-stop shop for everything purple and gold. The Spirit Store has all things in every sport. Do you need new gear with the new community logos? So Sudbury has you covered. They have the new logos on all items and anything else you can imagine. So Sudbury, when it comes to quality, it must be so.
Now batting number 10.
So top of the
Brody
seventh here in
Armstrong.
Lynchburg. As the score 3-1, and leading off will be the second baseman, Brody Armstrong. As Carter Sirhusen delivers to the plate, and that one is low and away. So Armstrong ahead in the count. As we await the pitch. Swung on, that one hit to short. Throw over, and that is in time to retire Mr. Armstrong. So Dylan Markham will be the man at the plate with one down. He has had 2 singles and a strikeout. And the pitch. That one inside. So he's ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Markham reached third back in the 5th, but unfortunately we stranded him, couldn't get him home. But he's had a good night. 2 for 3. The pitch. Swung on, fouls that one off, and that was extremely close to some traffic coming through if you hear the oohs and ahs in the background. So again, we are in the top of the 7th, 1 out, as Markham is at the plate. Sirhusen gets the sign, and here's the pitch. Swung on, slaps it, and that's a base hit as it gets past the first baseman. And he was thinking 2, but he's going to have to stay at 1. Good job by the right fielder to pick up on that one as he slides over and makes the play. So Markham with his 3rd single of the night. And Haley will step to the plate. Had a fielder's choice back in the 1st, reached on an error in the 4th, and had a single back in the 5th. As Coach Parker Gunn having a meeting with the home plate umpire. So I don't know what the substitution will be. Haley's got a bat, unless there's going to be a pinch runner, but I wouldn't think you'd dare do that for Markham. Well, indeed, that's what it's going to be. And let me see if I can get my eyes from here on the pinch runner, and I believe that is going to be number 4. That is Brown. As the pitch to the plate, and that one inside. So again, Haley reached on a single back in the 5th. As the check over to first, and did they pick him off? No, sir. So they checked the runner as Brown had a big lead, but able to slide back in there. Meanwhile, Haley back in the box. Sirhusen is ready, and he'll check the runner again, but this time not even close. So now Haley back in the box. Sirhusen has checked the runner 2 consecutive trips, and now he'll deliver home. And the runner was going, as that one is going to go out of play. So that will even up the count. As Haley gets back in the box. Sirhusen's got the sign, shakes his head. And here's the delivery. And foul tip on that one, but they're not going to get the runner as Brown is safe down at second. So Haley with a hole as it is 1 and 2, and now I believe the Moore County head coach is wondering why Brown was allowed to go to second if it was a foul tip, and now they're going to go out and have a meeting. I was curious of the same thing as he motioned and said that it was tipped at the plate. So the umpires will get together and chat. So it was tipped. The ball was dropped. So I'm assuming that's why. So Brown, who's in there running for Markham, he's at second. Haley's back in the box, and here's the pitch, and that one not even close. So good eyes by number 6, Wes Haley. As again, the count will even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner in scoring position. Vikings lead at 3-1, but would love to add some more insurance here. So who's in the pitch? Swung on, popped up, and that one is caught in center. I was hoping it would find the Bermuda Triangle as the shortstop, second baseman, and center fielder all were going for it.
Now batting number
But
3,
Hill was the one to come on and make the
Isaiah
catch
Beach.
for the second out. So the catcher comes to the plate. Beach had a triple back in the second, struck out in the fourth, had a fielder's choice in the fifth. As again, he's trying to get some more insurance across the plate here. Swung on, and that was going to find a hole, and we may have a play at the plate, and they will not wave him on. So Brown held up at third as a single by Beach as it finds a hole between third and short.
Now batting
So that's his second hit of the night.
Mason Hill.
And Mason Hill will come to the plate with runners at the corners. So again, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Hill on the night, 0 for 3. So it'd be a perfect time to break out of this slump, as he does have the runner in scoring position. Brown on third, as Beach is over at first. The pitch, as Beach was going, and they faked the throw down. Now going to throw down to third, and they check the runner. Luckily, that did not go into the outfield. So no harm, no foul on the play as runners at second and third, as Beach was able to take it uncontested. And Alzer, who's in a little bit of a bind here, does have the 2 outs. The pitch, and that one way outside the Hill. Hill back in the box. Sirhusen's ready, and the delivery swung on, fouled it back, and that one is going to go into the stands. So luckily, no one was hit, as that one was about as close as it can get in Moore County, as it almost has to shoot straight up and come back down up over the top of the netting. But indeed it did, found its way to the top of the stands. So play resumes. Again, a runner at second and third. And now Stovall going to call for time. He's going to have a quick conversation with Carter Zerhusen, who's trying to limit the Vikings and get out of this jam and get them to stretch time with only the 2-run lead. Hill will step back in the box. He's got a count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Brown takes the lead from third, Beach with his lead from second. The pitch off speed, and that one outside. So now the deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners. Both runners take their leads. And the pitch. Swung on, chopper to third. Got to throw over to first. It's in time, and Hill's retired. And we strand 2. So it's stretch time here in Lynchburg. Vikings still lead at 3-1. You're listening to Community Baseball on the Ball Network.
Bella Chic Boutique, located at 300 North Britton Street in Shelbyville, Tennessee, offers fabulous style with all the latest fashions. We also offer seasonal attire to celebrate all major holidays. Getting ready for the big game? Yeah, we have you covered there too. We also carry all the items you'll ever need to complete your ensemble. Bella Chic Boutique. Look good, feel good, dress good.
So welcome back in, bottom of the 7th. And Thompson still on the mound for Community. As Garcia at the plate. And they deemed that one outside. So Garcia has struck out his 2 previous times at the plate. Struck out back in the second and struck out back in the 5th. Thompson the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Jose Garcia. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Thompson the pitch. And that one low in the dirt, so Garcia going to find his way aboard. As a leadoff walk here
Now
in the
batting
bottom of the
number
7th.
1, Braylon.
So Braylon Hill will come to the plate. He walked back in the 5th, had a pop out back in the 3rd. So he steps in, and a strike there. So Maddox ahead in the count on this one, as the runner takes his lead at first. Thompson's ready. And the pitch to Hill. Swung on, that one fouled off. So the runner again takes his lead at first, that being Jose Garcia. Thompson's ready, and here's the delivery. Swung on, and that one slapped down over towards right field. Going to go out of the playing area here, so Hill will come back. We'll do it again. Thompson ahead in the count. The pitch. Ring him up! Set him down! So Hill goes down looking.
Now batting number 2.
So one out here in the bottom of the 7th as the top of the order comes back from Moore County. Colton Morey, who was hit by a pitch back in the 5th. Then he had a single in the 3rd. He struck out in the 1st. Garcia takes the lead, and not sure where that missed at, but that one called a ball. As again, Garcia takes the lead. Thompson set the 1-0. Swung on, popped it up, fouled it back. So that evens the count at 1 apiece. One out here in the bottom of the 7th as Hill struck out. Garcia is aboard via the walk as Thompson delivers, and that one swung on. Sharp one hit to 3rd. Throw over, out at 2nd, safe at 1st. So excellent job there by Wes Haley at 3rd, who makes the play, gets the lead runner.
Taylor.
So Morey aboard on the fielder's choice as Garcia was out at 2nd. So 2 down. And Taylor to the plate. Runner at 1st. Thompson's ready. And here's the pitch. Swung on right back up the middle. And couldn't be handled by Hill, but he did slow it down as it went off the glove. So now runners at 1st and 2nd. And the go-ahead run comes to the plate.
Now batting number 9, Luke Stevens.
So Stevens steps in. He struck out back in the 4th. He was hit by a pitch back in the 1st. And he was out on a fielder's choice in the 6th. So Stevens to the plate, and here's the pitch. That one almost hit him, and that one gets away from Beach. As it did hit Stevens. Okay, I thought it may have hit the foot, couldn't tell. So now that will load the bases for the Raiders.
Now batting number 18, Colby Williams.
So Coach Gunn will have a quick meeting. So a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the 7th as Garcia led off the inning with a walk. Then he was later out on a fielder's choice. by Morey. Hill has struck out. So we do have 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. As the meeting is over with at the mound, and it looks like a change is going to be made. So Thompson's going to come out, and it looks like it is going to be the third baseman. That being Wes Haley's going to move over and take the mound. So we'll see who comes back to play third when we return. So we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Viking Baseball on the Ball Network. So welcome back in, bottom of the 7th inning, and Markham will move over to third as Haley indeed takes the mound, as we've got runners at first, second, and third. Swinging a miss, as Williams cannot find any patience there on the off-speed pitch. So we've got Morey at third, Taylor's at second, Stevens at first. And that one gets away from him, so that evens the count at 1 apiece. So again, Wes Haley on the mound, taking over for Thompson. Bases are juiced. The pitch, and that one fouled back to the screen. So if Haley can get one more. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. As Williams has 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, as that one was frozen right down the middle. What a rope. And Williams just could not pull the trigger. So we get the strikeout and we get the victory. Final score, Community wins at 3-1. And for those who were listening in, again, this was unplanned, a little bit of audio to provide for you. Did not get here in time to set up any cameras. This was not a scheduled broadcast, but we thank the ones that listened. As again, Community wins this one. Final score, Vikings win it 3-1. We thank you for your time this time. Until next time, I'm David Knowles. You've been listening